Alright folks, here we are on Trading Nut. I'm going to do something a bit different. So I'm doing a lot more around my own trading these days, and what I want to do is go through and see if this Malaysian SNR actually works in my format, my version, one time frame, none of this high time frame, low time frame. We're just going to come up with a strategy based on what some of my guests have given me in terms of videos across the course of the year. So we're going to start off with this guy, Mr. T. Now, if you look here, one of the things he did was draw trend lines in a certain way. So if you look at how he draws them, this is what we're going to try and replicate, is this trend line there. So you can see here he's got, in fact, I think he readjusts that point here to the top of that little point there, to the top of that point there to get his entry or rejection point there. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is another trader, goes by the name of Evan, and he was drawing support and resistance levels, which were kind of similar to what Mr. T did. Let's get this video up and have a look at how he does it. So if we get to about here, we can start seeing these support and resistance levels here. So basically the same kind of point that Mr. T was using, this guy's using the same kind of point, and you can see here that point gets rejected there, that point pushes off there, closes above, rejects at the point there. Okay, right, so you get the picture. So we're going to kind of build a strategy up based on those two approaches that were founded in Malaysian SNR. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to use gold. Everyone knows kind of like the general history of gold. I'm going to try and make it as it was hard to work out as possible. Let me just take that to a line chart, move it down to a flat line. I've got rid of the pricing. It does show, yes, the time and the price shows here, but I'm not going to look at them. We're going to go back somewhere in time, scrolling quite far back. I'm not going to look, and we're going to hit replay, grab that point in time, and I'm just going to try and work out what the hell's going on. So it looks like it's kind of rangy. We're only going to stick on one time frame, so we're going to see if this works. We're going to be kind of aggressive, and what I'm going to do is use a calculator to work out if I risked $100 on an account, how much would I make per trade across, let's do 10 trades, okay? Well, let's do 10 trades. So I'm gonna count them up in a minute. Folks, if you're looking for a prop firm at the moment and you want someone who's been around for ages, flexible, reliable, and has low profit targets, then check out my sponsors, Blue Guardian. So these guys, I've been trading with them for the last 8 months. They've been sponsoring the show for about that amount of time, and they even have guys on my live stream trading them as well. So what I've found is their commission seems to be lower than some of the competitors out there. So really great trading environment. And they offer now C-Trader and some other fantastic trading platforms as well. If you want to check them out, there's a coupon code in the description, or just use it, Trading Nut, all one word, and get 10% off at checkout. There's a QR code you can grab here as well. All right, folks, let's get on with the show. To start off with, we're going to start drawing these lines. So let's start with this one here. So this was a line which looks like it's been broken, and we've got another kind of sharp angled line down here, so that would be where it's going to come back to. So I'm kind of looking at these horizontal levels as well, so we're going to draw one of those in. This one hopefully hasn't been tapped, so it looks like there's a massive point of rejection up here, which just happens to be on this back test, which is kind of cool to start off with that. And then we're going to look at this one here as well, so that could be rejected. Now let's have a look at the price. So we've come down, broken through all these levels, we've got a chance to come up here. Now the way I'm going to do it is, and if we draw that one there, there's a small one up there as well, is I'm going to try and protect my stop loss and my trade. So we're actually going to start with a trade straight out of the gate here. As I said, we're going to be kind of aggressive. Now really aggressive would be looking at maybe this particular trend line and going, right, we're going to retest the trend line and go, plus we got that level there. And actually, for actual fact, let's be really aggressive. The stop's maybe a little bit too far away there. We're going to make the stop there. Just give ourselves a little bit of leeway there. Okay, right. So where would be the next logical point for this thing to stop? So it's broken through there, comes back, retests this level here. Looking for another, so the stop point would be this trend line here, I'm guessing. Something like, it could be this one here, just so that we're fully aware of what's in our way. That would be the most recent one. So in fact, if it gets to this, we're like, it's looking at it's a 1R, okay? So let's say we'll move the stops to break even if we get to that trend line. All right, so we'll see what happens. Damn it, we got to the trend line, we didn't get tagged in. It didn't actually come back and hit us on any of these levels. I'm thinking it actually probably hit this trend line here. No, did it hit that? There was another trend line there, so it rejected on that. Okay, right. Okay, that's what happened. We broke through. We have actually found another trend line. Didn't get an entry. Now the question is, are we going to get a retest? So we broke through that trend line as well. Are we going to get a retest here? This is where it can be a little bit tricky trying to get these entries. So there's another trend line here, which we're trying to break through. You may as well draw the other one as well, just so that we've got them in here. Okay, so there's quite a few levels that this thing could reject at. There's obviously this horizontal level down here as well, so we'll draw that in. Right, so that would be the sort of final place at the resting point. I think I'm going to leave this here. It didn't really give us a chance, so we're going to leave that there and move forward with this test. Okay, so that's the trend line there, retested, and that's the next trend line retested. We dropped down there, so this is probably a Monday, and that's getting rejected from that one there. Can't see any other levels at the moment. Okay, there was a level there. We've come back and pushed through it. We're quite far into the trend now, so it becomes a little bit risky trying to take these orders. So we could look to go long here off this trend line rejection, going up to there. We are in a downtrend. There's probably another line here which we need to factor in. Might just need to do that to work out where it is. Okay, so that line there hasn't been broken, so it's kind of keeping us in this downward trend, plus that's obviously a weak candle. That means that might not work if we go on looking for a long. I'm going to stick with that bias. So what we're trying to think of here, so this candle here goes all the way up, tags us there, and then drops back down. Is that likely to happen, or is it more likely to hit this trend line and do that from there? Nothing's. And it's also got this level here, which that trend line has been tagged once, now twice. It could actually just sink. I'm not going to move that. I'm just going to leave that as is. I think what we can do, though, is move that out. So this will now be a trade if it goes up there. Okay, so we've got a bit further up. This one's still now looking kind of valid, so we could actually leave that there as is and expect a rejection. We're above that trend line. Do we want to increase this out now that we've got a little bit of scope? We could do, just to keep ourselves fully protected there, because if it breaks through that trend line, we want something to stop it. Let's go. Okay, that was an absolute screw over there. So let's get our calculation. It's minus 100. Okay, so we're down $100 on our $10,000 fictitious account. This didn't work. This just did not work, right? It did not work. Right, okay, we come back here. There's now this level here, right? So we can flip this just up here. Now, if we go long there, stop would need to be below, that's the next level there. Stop would need, I mean, this is clearly broken that trend line, right? Stop would need to be, I think, below the trend line. So that was a little bit lower. So we're actually going to go long. We're going to be kind of aggressive here, and we're not going to shy away from taking trades. So we're going to go stop below the trend line, just a little bit below, because usually these things work through. Now, if we're going to get up there, I mean, let's have a look. So this is kind of where we've got a rejection point, perhaps. Yeah, so that's probably where it's going to reject from and then come back. Yeah, when you look at that, you go, well, is it really? I mean, what's this thing here? That thing there got broken. It's now essentially getting retested. No, sorry, no, it's been broken twice. Okay, it's been broken twice. That's all right. So yeah, that's going to hit there. Bounce, bounce. Okay, that's what we're trying for. Okay, we're in that trade. It's hit the trend line. Luckily, we're just below it. Sorry, I should have done something with the profit here. The next point would be way up here, I'm guessing. I don't think there's anything else. Okay, now it's not looking flash. We really want it to reverse straight away. Okay, it did reverse straight away. Have we got anything else here that's protecting us? So we could have got out at break even if we wanted to. So let's come back into that trend line. That one's held. We're now kind of hoping that it's going to break that. I think we stay with this because there was nothing else we could really do. We could have got out at break even on the off chance, which we could have done. But there was, at this point here, okay, we still haven't broken that. Now I'm thinking we may not break it, right? Because we're kind of stuck. We've tried it once, tried it twice, plus we're down this trend line here, which has kind of come back into play. We might need to think about, this is probably the end of the road for this trade and get in again, because if it breaks up above, then we can get in here. Right, so we're going to take some profit there. It's 0.34, so plus 34. Okay, so we bought back a little bit of the profit. Just didn't look good. Didn't look like it was going to carry on, which it probably will, but it didn't. So we made the right call there. Okay, so rejected off that again. Now, where's the next point for it to go up? I mean, sometimes I know that even had this as a level, I believe, but I'm not using that. So it could reject off this trend line again. It could reject off that trend line. That's the old one there. It's kind of stuck in a bit of a range. I can't see anywhere for it to go down. So sorry, there is another trend line that's just been created. This one here. So we've got that as well. So we could, in a way, get up in there. Stops above. Not really. Because we could go in there, but that's the next trend line after that one. I mean, there could be a chance. Is it risky? It's kind of risky. Let's give it a go. We're actually going to be a bit conservative with the stop. Let's just say we're going to use that high there, right? So if it breaks through, it breaks through. If it doesn't, we get a trade that's, what's that, 1.15 to that trend line there. Okay, 1.15. Let's have a look. Okay, that's pushed up. Okay, hasn't got us in because it's so close to that, and it's been hit twice. I'm just gonna take that off. I'm not gonna play that game. Okay, it would have got us in on the next candle, and we're sort of consolidating here. There's another trend line as well, which we need to bear in mind. So we're now stuck in this triangle. So we want to break out of that. Right, there we go, just the way we got out of that trade. And that, because it's now a good breakout, we can probably get in on this somewhere here, assuming it's not going to be a fake out. And we're going to use that highest level there to get in. And that's the level there to protect us. And that's a trend line to protect us. So we're going to go and use the outer trend line of that. So the stop loss is down there. We've got nothing stopping us from getting to the top at this point. There may be a higher time frame trend line coming down here somewhere. Oh, that's miles away. There's that one. There's going to be this one. Okay, there's this one here. So that's probably where we're going to get out. 1 to 2, see if we can get that. Okay, we're in the trade. It's rejected off this trend line. We've got another trend line that needs to be factored in here, but we've also got another one that needs to be this one that's just been rejected. I mean, there'll be a few here actually. There's this one here. So are people trading this? Okay, so that's coming across there now. So I'm going to have a look at that. Yeah, so that one's coming across there. It is a devil in the detail, right? So we rejected off that. Now we've got to push past that. So the question is, because we're intraday here, it's a daily candle, it's difficult for us to get out at that point. So what I might do, it's a tough one. We got a couple of levels of protection. This is not the strongest trend line. I think we're good to stay in. Yeah. Okay, it was the right call. Otherwise, we would have been out the trend line and we would have missed this. Now, this one here hasn't been broken. It's still stopped there. So if we were to take our profit there, we're at 0.95. It's almost at 1R. We kind of almost got there. We're in an uptrend. It may give us more. So we got a bit of protection there. So if it comes back, protects us there. I'm going to move stop to break even. We're at minus 66. So if we took half an hour, we'd actually almost get back to break even. But I'm just going to put my stop to break even and say we got a chance of, so if that comes back, hits that, we've also got that trend line rejection. So we should be safe. Let's go. Damn it, we got stopped out at break even. Okay, we got stopped out at break even. So that is a no-go trade. So that did hit that. Everyone else who got in there got stopped out at break even as well. And we've now broken through that, so that level's invalid. That trend line's still valid. We haven't closed on the other side of it. That one's still valid. So we're going to be probably bouncing around in here. Let's have a look. Okay, that would have taken us to our profit target, but we got out conservatively at break even. So that's where we're at. We got up there. This level here is now in play. That trend line's still in play, and that one is still really in play, I guess. So let's drag that across there. We've broken above that. There's this level here as well. So we've got a couple of levels there. So we could, in fact, look to take a trade from there to there. Now, it wasn't the biggest breakout of the thing, but it could be a trade in here for us. So let's have a look. And I'm guessing there's a trend line probably going up there somewhere. Yeah, it'll be miles away. So, in fact, we're kind of seeing a bit of a channel form here. So we could be aiming for the top of that channel. There's obviously this line here as well. So there's a few of them that has to get past. It's not a clear road, as we know it never is. So there's that there, and there's probably even that one there that may have already been crossed. Yeah, that's crossed. That one there, has that been crossed? Yep, that's been crossed as well. So those two have been crossed. Hey folks, what a view behind me. I'm at Black Bull Markets headquarters here in Auckland, New Zealand. Speaking of views, you can get TradingView paid plans for free at Black Bull Markets, saving you up to $600 a year. That's right, get either the Essential, Plus or Premium plans absolutely free, and all you need to do is trade from one lot a month at Black Bull Markets. And you can also get a 100% deposit bonus for your first deposit up to $1,000. All you need to do is click the Trading Nut link in the description below. So what we're going to do is have a look, reject there, go up, protection there, just below that one. We're going to see if it can break that level. If it can, we'll hold. So, damn it, we've already broken through. Come back. What have we got here? We would have hit that, and we've got a little half mini trade there. So we're probably too far into the move now to be chasing it. Okay, so we're in that trade now. We've broken out of that trend line. We come back inside it, rejected off this. That's kept us alive. We're in a bit of profit. We're now under that, which is now against us. So what we might want to do here is think about taking our profits. How do we play this? How do we play it? How do we play it? So we come back, reject it off that big trend line. Let's think. So we can't really take anything off there. It's only just broken below it. Reject. It's broken. Yeah, it's not looking great. There's not a lot in it for us, but we are in an uptrend. Is there anything else? There's got to be something else here that's going to keep me in this. So what's this? Or tell me to get out. Okay, so that's telling me to get out, right? Because we've broken that trend line as well. So I'm going to get out of the trade 0.28, so plus 28. Okay, we're gradually clawing our way back to break even. Let's have a look at what happens to the next candle. Yep, okay, we broke the trend line, came back, retested the trend line, and we got stopped out if we'd stayed in. So we made the right call there, being conservative. Now, what's the next thing? So we've broken that trend line, come back down. We've got that level there that could argue has been hit. So that one there is not below anything, so we carry on. Let's have a look. What's this thing? Is that? So that's now broken that. Come back, retested this sort of like wrong side of the level. What's this one? Oh, that was my break. That was my 0.2. We're going to move that there. Okay, I'm just going to keep moving forward. Okay, just as well, because that probably would have been a difficult one. So yeah, that was the level we were unsure of. It did work. Could have had a stop there. We could have had our entry there and our stop above that trend line or above this trend line. It's probably safer and would have been a good trade. But anyway, woulda, shoulda, coulda, shoulda. So we've now got this level here. Let's have a look. So if we were to get in there, that's been tapped. All of this has been tapped. So your stop loss is going to be miles away. Not the best trade. It did work, but we made a call on it, right? We made a call. So that would have been, I mean, your stop loss probably would have, at best case, been here, and it would have been 2 to 1. Okay, let's carry on. So that was a potential entry for that one there. It didn't go very far, so we're just going to ignore it. Okay, so I'm missing this downtrend here, as you can see, and this one here is tapped as well. So let's just show you where these ones are tapped. Okay, so this is me probably just being a bit lazy with drawing these lines. So yeah, that one there tapped, but stop would have been there. That one there tapped, stop would have been, could have been here. And then we've got that one there that we've got to wait for. So that's probably where it's headed. Let's have a look. So is there anything that hasn't been tapped? That one's been tapped. They're all been tapped. So let's see what we've got next. Okay, so we got a level there. We now got a bit of a trend line as well. And that trend line there. Okay, so nothing telling me we're not going to go in there with a stop there. That's just ridiculous. And it worked. And it worked. Well, it got us in. It got us in. Go in there with a stop there. Of course we won't do that. If Flimin' worked. How many times have I said this won't work and it's worked? That won't work. Who knows what's going on? So you can see these lines work, right? They do work. It's just that they don't, you've got to, I suppose, have confidence to get in there and have your stop there. Maybe I'll do one with a highly aggressive in the next video. Okay, it only gave you that profit and then it would have stopped you out. Okay, anyway, we've got that trend line holding. That one's held. Is there any way to get in here? Not really. Not really. There's another trend line here, another couple. So we've got that one. So we're starting to consolidate, and we've also got this one. So the devil is definitely in the detail here. So we've got to see what happens outside of this. So, okay, right. So it's broken below. We're going down. We want to get in probably at the earliest convenient time, which would be this level here. And I'm just going to be a bit more aggressive on that. And we're going to put our stop. The only option really is just above that. Is there another option? Is there another option? Not really. We're going to be aggressive on this, targeting this level here. It's only 2 to 1. We got in. We got in. We got in there. Let's zoom in. I'll show you. We just got in and we went straight to profit. Okay, we got a 2.8 plus 208. Okay, we're up 1.7. All right, how many trades have we done now? 5 trades. Okay, so we're halfway there and we're up after 5 trades, and I don't know, I'm not looking at the date, so I don't know. All right, we've got a lot of lines on the chart. We got a lot of lines. Right, anyway, so that one there has been broken through, so we could be still going down. Where's this coming back to? So if this was going to come back, it'll come back to there. Let's just see what happens. Okay, hits the trend line, comes inside the trend line. That trend line's still valid, and it hits that perfectly, comes down. Okay, we now got this level here. We're well and truly quite far down into a down move. So we've got the option of going here or going, well, it's basically here. What's the protection? It's not really any, to be honest. It's a couple of levels at the same level and the trend line. There's nothing else really. Oh, well, there is another trend line, sorry. There is another trend line, so we can take that trend line as well. So I reckon if we get on here, yeah, we'll give it a go. We'll be aggressive. We'll give it a go, and we're gonna go. So we've got that level there. We'll go aggressive there, and just above the high, targeting this level here, which gives us a 1 to 1. Really? Let's be a bit more aggressive. We're gonna put the entry up on that one, and then that can go down below that. So we've got at least a 2 here. Okay, let's have a look. Let's hit it, so which means we could probably go for a bit further. We'll work out where later. Okay, it's coming up. Okay, so got us in. We've now basically option to go break even if we want to. I really need the consensus of the crowd here to tell me what to do. We didn't break the line, which is all right. Option to go break even. We kind of got no reason not to stay in the trade. There might be another line here. No, I don't really. Might be. No, there's not really anything else to push us up. So let's just stay in. We've got a little bit of profit there. We're still within that. Let's think. Still not a lot. I mean, really, you'd probably be diving down lower time frames to confirm, but we're going to stick with this one. Knowing what I know, we could be all right. It's 50. It really is 50-50. Really is 50-50. I mean, if we had to look at how much profit we've taken, 0.3 there. Okay, we're going to. I mean, there is a risk with it because this trend line now is outside of our stop loss. So if we go 0.3, we're going to make 2R. If we don't, it goes shooting up. We're basically back to. Oh, sorry, there is a trend line here. There's this trend line here now. Okay, so there is some resistance there, which makes us sort of, we got to break through that. I reckon stops to break even. Okay, we won't take any partials. Actually, no. Well, let's take. Okay, what are we at? 0.34. So we'll take 50%. So go plus 16. Stops to break even. Okay, stops to break even. So we're dealing with a $50 trade. Okay, that was it. So that was the good call. It was the right call. We got ourselves a little bit of cash, and we got out of a trade that was going to screw us over. Okay, so what we probably didn't see there in the detail was that was probably had crossed that trend line if we'd drawn it correctly. So I think it was drawn pretty much on the money. It was so tight. Anyway, that's where it was. So it came back, retested the trend line on that one, and then shot up. Okay, so where are we at now? We've got, it's just come over that level there, broken those trend lines. We've broken this downward trend line. So we're at the start of the trend. Could be a good time to go long. So let's have a look at longs. We could go aggressive there. That's your first level. I reckon you go your trend line because your next target is really there. Okay, so virtually it's just nothing. So if we're going to just get some coin in here, we go there 1 to 1. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Right, didn't get us in. Okay, and that's kind of there's no real retest there, just on that little trend line maybe. We've broken above that. There's not a lot we can do. I think we're still valid. Okay, that's trying to hit that trend line there. We've got another level. Now we're starting to get into the move here. So if we move this up to there, we've got the trend line or that. So I would say that is probably safer than the trend line. The next point of stopping would most likely be, well, we've hit that already, so we might be coming back off that. That's the only downside. Oh no, we've just have we closed above it? Just about closed above. Well, we're pretty much on it. We're right on it. Hang on, am I looking at the right one? Yeah, I think we're right on it. What's the closing price of that? Oh, I've got rid of the things so I couldn't see the detail. Right, let's quickly make a call on this. Are we going to get in there? Let's be aggressive here for the. So we're up 180. Let's be aggressive. So we could be at a turning point there, but we're right up against it. That one there, I think, is probably where we're going to be screwed over. Then we've got that big massive one there that's sort of sticking out. But I think that one there is where we're aiming for. Oh, it was two. Then it never came back. Okay, we may have missed that move. So if it comes back here now, we're probably going to try and retest the trend line. I can't see anything else that's going to stop it apart from this, which is there, which we could actually draw a line for. How many trades are we at now? We still at 5. Hits that, comes up. Stop there. No, we're not going to take that. We're not going to take that one because it's just too far into that move. We're going to leave it there. Leave that there. Oh, actually, no, actually, we're going to move that down to there because it'll give us a chance to get out. We're still going to have that there, so that's 1.48. We're not looking for a lot of money here. Oh, we didn't. Still, we couldn't get down to that. Still, we couldn't get down to it. Had we taken that and a stop there, we would have been happy days. Very conservative. Same again. Entry, we would have been up. And we got that one there. It's way too far into the move for me. You know what's going to happen? It'll probably retest that and go up again. We're going to give it a go. And we're going to put the stop below that. That one's been retested, so it's probably going to go a little bit lower. So let's go with that. Okay, finally we got something. Right, so we're currently up 0.8, and this was the level we thought we'd get a TP at. We have come down and taken that, so let's just be conservative. We've been conservative the whole way through, so let's go plus 40, 226, stop loss to break even. I'm going to see if there's a level here that we need to be aware of. I'm sure there is. Okay, it's that one there. We're going to take in 50%. We could actually look for ding, ding, ding as a final take profit. So what we're going to do is take 25 at there. Stops at break even now. 25 at there and the remaining 25 at there. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Okay, we're out for break even. So we got our money and we got stopped out. Okay, so we're now looking for shorts off this level here. Stops above there in the uptrend if that was the turning point. So quite a conservative way to put this place to put the stops. Way up here, let's have a look. And that one's already been tagged. So we're looking for down there. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Right, this is really looking like we're probably going to get stopped out of this one. I would say we're moving our stops to break even, or take profit to break even, but yeah, we're out of that one. So we lost one in the end. Here we go, minus 100. Okay, back at 126. Now, how many trades have we done now? 8. 2 more. 2 more to go. Jeez, this is a long video. I thought it was going to be much shorter than this. 2 more to go. Right, let's do it. We've jumped up there. Now, there's no levels here apart from that trend line. So really, the only option is trend line retest. Up to there, do we think we have and then your stop losses down here? Hey, we want to get through these trades. This video is going for a long time, so let's get through the trades here. Sorry, we want the trend line retest and stop loss, but at that level there, we'll just put it below it. Oh, it's just there. Well, there's 2 there, so we'll just put it below the second one, and we're targeting this. Okay, we're in. Damn it. We're still in. Let's have a look. Oh no, we got stopped out. We did get stopped out. Okay, so we're back to 0 again. Minus 100. 26. We're break even. So the last trade we need to win this. Interesting. It did hit there and give you a rejection. There wasn't, and then it came and hit that one, and it gave us a massive rejection. So it was like our stop was just too conservative. We should have been a bit more, too aggressive. We should have been a bit more conservative. Anyway, that's up there. There's nothing else I can see here apart from this thing. Gonna screw this over. Right. let's think. We got another one here, making this a bit steeper. Now that shows us that it's done a good job there. We could actually try and get back in on this retest. Where would our stops be? Below this trend line. Let's try that. Just to wrap this video up, last trade, retest, stops below. Okay, this is going to give us either a great looking trade. So that one's been hit. Oh, sorry, that was newly created. 2.68. Last trade. It's gone all the way up to the top. Rejected that trend line. Never closed above it, ironically. So we're probably looking at never closed above that. If it comes back, so it's got this trend line here as well. We're going to be a bit more aggressive. Keep these two there. We might actually just keep that one a little bit further away. See if we can get all the way up there, which it's trying to do. Okay, we got in just, and we've got good profit there. Stay in and try and get to the top. Why not? It's not making it easy for us. Right, so we're probably going to move stops to break even, and let's just take 50% off. So 1.69, 50% of that is, geez, I need a calculator for that. 50%, 1.69, 1.7, it's 85 plus 80, I think it was 84. Okay, plus 84, so stops to break even, and we're trying to get to the top. Break even's taking us out. Oh, there you go. All right, so off the break even. That was our 10 trades. We made 1.1% over 10 trades using this in a back test, Malaysian SNR. So I think what we saw here was it kind of does work. I mean, a lot of lines. You need to be on the ball. How many lines did I even draw here? Objects tree. Does it tell us? Oh, that doesn't tell us easily. I'm sure there's a way you can find out. But anyway, yeah, a lot of lines, and yeah, up. We made money, which is the main thing. And this is a back test, folks. If you do want to see some of the stuff I do, and I actually don't do this fully on gold, but I do a few other markets. I've got a new Telegram chat that you can actually go and check out. It's completely free. There'll be a link under the video here. And we'll chuck one up on the screen. Go and check it out. And I'm posting some of the trades that I'm taking so you can see a bit more about what I'm doing in the markets. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.